Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, it's the Tier 6 American SPG, and we're located on the south spawn of Murovanka. And the commander of this vehicle is Gucci72, and you can tell by the flag on the side of his vehicle that he's an American, and he rather enjoys this Arty. He plays it a lot, and he's got one mark of excellence on his barrel. I've seen quite a few of his replays, and he does rather well. Now, battle has started and the M44 is moving away to a firing position. Now, one of the unusual things about the M44, and I'm looking at it from above, is because it's got a gun mount in a swivel. And that means he's got a very wide field of fire. That means without moving the vehicle, you can hit a lot of targets over a very wide area. And that's one of the best features of the M44. The other being, of course, the fact that it can reload very, very quickly, and it's got a heavy hitting gun, 155mm. Okay, Gucci's moving through the trees and he's looking for his firing position over to the west. Okay, he's found his position. He's on a slight ridge line and that will protect him from being seen. He's got some trees in front of him as well. Okay, he's ready to go. You can see that wide arc of fire. He's encompassing the cap because this is an encounter battle, and he can see a lot of the enemy vehicles in the magic forest and a few that are outside it as well. Okay, he's dialing in on a Sturo Mill. That's a Tier 7 German tank destroyer. Fires a round at it, pulls back, and he get a hit. There was no explosion, so we know that he hit the Sturo. Okay, there's a tree going down there, so that must be an enemy vehicle that's unspotted. Okay, we've got T-3485 engaged with our T-34-1, but there's a T-3485 AMX-1375. That's a good target to hit. Light tank. And he gets 189 hit points off him. 3 critical hits. Another tree goes down, so we know there's more enemy coming into this area. Okay, an ARL-44 has been spotted in the village. Lining up a shot. He's loaded, ready to go. Just wants a good shot on him and line him up, work out where he's going to go, and he's killed before we can shoot. There's a KV-2R. Needs to get the aim on target and round out. Direct hit. We don't know how much damage he did, but it was a direct hit, so it would have done considerable damage. T-29 out in the open. He's a bit of a new player, a bit of a noob. Loaded, round out straight away, and another direct hit. You can see this is one of the good things about this particular tank for Gucci72. He really knows how to get direct hits on the target, and getting directs means you're going to get lots of damage, critical hits. Fires another round in, and another direct hit. You see what I mean? He is very good with the M44. Okay, T-3485 and an M4A3 EZ2. He's loaded now. Okay, he's going to go for the EZ2, I think. Or, yep, firing through the engine bay as well. Direct hit, wipes him out. 185 hit points. Beautifully placed shot right onto the engine bay. Even though that tank was moving backwards and forwards, he worked out where to put the shell down and where to shoot at to get the engine bay. He's doing the same for the T-3485. If he stays there, he'll receive the shell. It went long. Oh, that's the first miss that he's had due to RNG. And the enemy Arty is an M40, M43. That's a Tier 8 American. And he's been spotted in those bushes. We know where he is. Round out. Should be able to get a hit. And he splashes him. T-29 taking out the game. Now he's going to see that M40, M43 in a second because the MT-25 is coming up on him very, very quickly. He's going to go for the IKV-90 instead. The M40, the M25 was actually taken out by the T-28 prototype, but he's going to go for the IKV-90 and splashes him for 151. So he's certainly racking up the damage. He's got a lot of unspotted damage as well that we don't know how much he managed to get from those. T-26E5, American Tier 8 Heavy, fires around at the engine deck, gets a direct hit. 202 hit points. The enemy M44 is running away in the distance. He's going to get taken out. Yep, he is. Yuda's got him. The T-26 has gone. He's been taken out by our M449. There's only 3 remaining enemy. One of those is the M40, M43. The other is a GW Panther, and the third is the T28 prototype. Now he's over on the east side of the map, and there's the M40, M43. He's killed. So we're looking for the GW Panther now. And that was the T28 prototype being killed on the east side of the map. So now we just need to know where the GW has got to, the Geschutzwagen or gun carrier. The E25 is scouting down the back of the map, looking for him in the bushes. I think he's over there. Yep. And in fact, actually, the AT-15A is indicating grid square A1. And I think that's probably where he is as well. Guji is lining him up for a shot. Somewhere in those bushes. There he is. Actually, he was on slightly over to the east, but he's killed by the M449, and that's the end of the battle. So only 1 kill for Guji72, but he got some lovely direct hits there, and that kill again right onto the engine deck of the tank. No chance that he would survive that. 155mm meets M4. Bye bye M4. Okay, let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first class tanker for Guji72 in the M44. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 14. And a Confederate medal because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks taken out by others. So let's have a look at the team score. Oh, before we look at the team score, let's have a look at some of those unsighted shots. Well, he actually managed to get 202 hit points of damage on T26E5. We saw that one. But how much damage did he get on that T29? That was an unsighted shot. He got 144 hit points on him. He managed to get 206 on the Stura Mill. That was an unsighted shot that he moved away from the aim point after shooting. And who else did he hit without actually looking at? I think he may have hit the T28 prototype without actually watching it go in. No, it was the KV2, wasn't it? That was the other one. 186 hit points off that one. So he did get some nice shots there from direct hits. So he came second on the table with damage, 1,675 hit points, just behind the Udes. And of course that Udes was on a killing spree. He managed to get 4 kills. Guji managed to get 1 kill, but that still put him joint third on the kill list because the Udes managed 4, 2 tanks managed 3, and he managed 1 alongside several other tanks. And when it came to base XP, he was right at the top of the table. And the reason for that, he's a tier 6 Arty in a tier 8 game. So he was hitting much bigger and better targets, much higher tiers than his tier. And of course, doing more XP damage every time he did. So congratulations on that. Let's have a look at the detail report. He only fired 10 rounds. He got 6 direct hits, 6 penetration, and 4 splash damage. Damage of 1,675 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 9 of the enemy and only killed 1 of them. So 8 more than he needed. Well, 2 more than he needed actually to get the Confederate. But he did damage assistance of 45 hit points and stun assistance of 1,221 off 9 stuns. On a standard account, he earned 32,018 credits, and after ammunition resupply, and the ammo's really cheap, and he only fired 10 rounds, so you can see, you can work it out for yourself, it costs 505 credits per round. Very, very cheap ammo. He still had 26,968 credits to take away. He earned 1,032 base XP, times 2 for the first victory, so he took away 2,064 altogether. But as he says, M44 hits everyone. Well, he was just about doing that. He was hitting as many of the enemy as he could and getting lovely direct hits, place shots on some of the enemy to hit them on the most vulnerable part, the engine deck. And he did very nicely indeed. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.